What's up, YouTube? I gotta keep this short and simple for y'all today because YouTube will not let me post nothing longer than 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So I'm gonna tell y'all this story time about how I got stranded. Alright, so I was with some friends last night and we was like, let's go party. And I'm like, hell yeah, nigga, let's go party. And we just headed to the party, and something in my heart, something in my gut told me not to go. I shouldn't have went. So we get to the party. Some dude comes out of nowhere. He's like, cops are here, cops are here. And I'm like, what the? I keep it censored for y'all. I was like, what the heck? And then the driver, she had lost her keys. This is about to be, her name is going to be Allie. Allie had lost her keys. And then we were looking for him for like about an hour or two. Allie was freaking out, crying, stuff like that. And I'm like, Allie, we need to find your keys. We eventually found Allie's keys. And then we get to the car, and like, it was only two of us because everyone else had ran because we were the only two looking for our keys. So we left everybody, and then we head back home, and then I'm scared to go home because it was like late. And so I'm like, just drop me off at my friend's house. And he said, no one could come over. So I'm like, dang. And then I head to this other girl's house. She lives deep into the town. And her name's gonna be Karen. Karen was like, yeah, just come over. She sends me the address, and we headed there. And as we headed there, something fell off. I can't even lie. Something fell off. It looked like there was middle of nowhere. It was like some Chainsaw Massacre type deserted place. And I'm like, frick, fuck. And then so as we get to the address, it says you have arrived. It was, I cannot lie to you, it was a street with multiple houses with the same address. And I'm like, and I text her, I said, where's your house? And she's like, it's right there. And I'm like, all these houses over here, and you say right there, like that. And then, so on top of that, I didn't even get to her house. So, as I'm like trying to find her house, my phone dies. But me personally, I did not want to get stranded out there. So I went to one of the houses. I not like, cause they all looked abandoned. Like it was it looked crazy. They were all abandoned. So I'm like, I'm gonna just charge my phone on the porch. And as I charge my phone on the porch, four cop cars pull up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I knew like where I was, it was racist. And so the cops come and they're like, come here. And I'm like, hey man, don't shoot. And the cop's like, calm down, kid. And I'm like, they asked me a couple questions, and then my Uber gets there because I had called Allie to get me an Uber. And Allie ordered me an Uber from her house when she had went home. And damn, I forgot her name again. Carol, I think I called her Carol. Carol, I still never got to hang out with her. I probably won't ever, but it's whatever. But the cops asked me some questions, and as I was headed to the cop car, the cop said I called him a name. And I really, me personally, I didn't even call him a name, but I was just mad. I was like, I'm ready to go home under my breath. They was like, did you just call him a dick? And I'm like, what? Are you tripping right now? Really? Just get out of my face. I'm trying to go home. That's all I was thinking in my head. So we headed to the Uber, and then the dude's like, he gives me a whole lecture about respecting cops or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I really don't care. Just stop talking to me. I'm trying to go home. So I get in the Uber, and my Uber driver doesn't know a lick of English, and I was low key scared for my life. So as I'm driving, it looked like it was nowhere near my house. So I go on my Google Maps, and we were driving the opposite way from where I lived. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get raped and killed. And then I don't know what he did. I don't know if he like mysteriously just took a turn or something and then ended up where I lived. But he got me to where I lived, and yeah, I got home and I slept until I'm so tired. So moral of the story is, don't do nothing crazy for no girls. It's not worth it. It's not, to be honest. Getting stranded and all that is not worth it. And I'm keeping 100 with y'all.